Okay, Skeleton, just one hit. Just one hit, dude. Just one hit. Just one hit. All I need is one hit, little Larry. Don't do me like this. Oh, my. Hey, what's up, guys? I just made a new Graveyard Freeze deck for ladder. It works really well in single elixir, unlike most graveyard decks, because you're able to get a ton of damage with just cycling furnaces. Then when double elixir hits, you're able to take out towers before your opponent even know what happened with the surprise Graveyard Freeze tactics. So let's go jump straight some games and assert some dominance. I upload daily videos on the channel, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. And a massive thank you to everyone that's using Credit Code Surtai to support the YouTube dream. All right, guys, so let's start off this game strong with the Furnace. You guys already know what's up. It's one of the best cards in the Clash Royale, and this guy agrees with me. I mean, he's a smart sir. He's a cultured fellow if he knows that Furnace is strong. So I can't wait to see what deck he's got. Sometimes they run Graveyard Freeze, sometimes they run Balloon. There's a lot of different decks that you could be running. Is he running the deck that I created? No way. There's no way that you're running the exact same deck as me. You are not my long-lost brother from another mother. Anyway, if you drop like a Baby Dragon or a Fly Machine in the middle, and you show me that you're different, we'll just go in for a Mega Minion to shut it down. As you guys can see, no matter what card you try to stop the Fire Spirits with, and I emphasize try here, it's not going to die. The Fire Spirits always stay alive, they always get damage, and they're always going to be the most obnoxious card in the game. So I'm going to go for Skeletons here. I wonder what he's going to do. Yep, this is not good. We have to wait for one of those Goblins, and then I want to go in for a Valkyrie so we can finish off all the rest of them. Overall, it's pretty okay because the Barbell tanks for the Fire Spirit. And as you guys can see, the Fire Spirits in the right-hand side just did the equivalent of a giant graveyard push. It's ridiculous. I did more than half of his tower already. This is what we like to see. So we're consistently getting a win condition with the Fire Spirits until we can eventually go in for our Graveyard and Double Elixir. So you're able to chip away until you just finish off the game with a surprise Graveyard Freeze. And that's why this deck is so exceptionally strong in my opinion. Also, the Skeletons are able to provide some types of defensive utility against the Fire Spirits. He's got Lightning, so I don't know what this deck is anymore. I think it's going to be Balloon Lightning. If I had to guess, that's what we're going to be playing against right now. So I don't want to go for a Graveyard right now because we're up so much. If you're up a lot in single elixir, it's just better for you to play defensive and figure out what your opponent's going to do and, you know, be like, hey, if you want to go Goblin Drill and give us a 4 elixir donation with a Valkyrie that then will be able to provide some type of cannon fodder for the Fire Spirits, we like that a lot. So Fire Spirits are just going to give us more value. He's going to peck because now he's a little bit annoyed. But it seems like he's just ignoring the right-hand side the entire game now. So I'm going to Mega Minion here, split Archers, and we'll see what's up. If you want Electro Wizard, I think it might be beneficial for me just to go for Skeletons here and ignore almost everything, Valkyrie, Graveyard, because the Archer is going to be tanky and you're going to lose the Electro Wizard without getting that much value, and I can freeze depending on what you do here. If you think that Valkyrie Goblin Gang is going to be your answer, I've got news for you, brother. It's not going to be that solid. He just tornadoed the Valkyrie into the tower. I guess he is really eager to see that Valkyrie today. I don't know why. He wanted to take that Valkyrie out on a date, treat her to the most delicious damage on the tower, but this guy definitely just lost the game there.
Oh, yeah. 12 seconds later.
I gotta say, this matchup wasn't even close. If you're playing Valkyrie Fast Cycle into a Goblin Drill deck and you get counter push immediately with the Graveyard, there's really nothing they can do. Hey, we got a game here. I love that he's got the Skeletons in his name. He's just foreshadowing what's about to happen with the Graveyard to his tower. He's like, dude, I'm gonna get surrounded by Skeletons. It all makes sense. Oh, I love it. So the Musketeer, almost every single time, is going to whiff the Fire Spirit. It's going to lock. Watch this, guys. Look at that Musketeer. Not able to hit that Fire Spirit in time. She thought she would be able to finish it off, but never. Not allowed in this juncture. We're going to Barbell to finish that off a little bit faster so we get one more Fire Spirit. Please, give me a Fire Spirit. Also, the fact that he's got Archers, counters with arrows, and Zap makes me think it's Giant Graveyard. So when we play against Giant Graveyard, we got to be feisty, we got to be furious, and we got to lay down the smackdown. So I'm going to go for high Skeletons here just to go and pull back that Valkyrie a little bit. I don't want to go in for a Barbell here, but I might need to. Oh, I probably should have. But then I would have a limited amount of elixir for a Graveyard on the other side. So there's a lot of different decisions that are on my tips of my fingers. I have to decide, do I want to be a mobile gaming athlete that decides to spam him as vigorously as possible with my Archers at the river? You already know, fam. That's what we're doing all day, every day. We're going to force out arrows, hopefully. Have to wait and see if that's going to happen or not. I just didn't want that Musketeer to survive. Unfortunately, we get Zapparino'd. So when it's Graveyard versus Graveyard and your opponent has arrows, this is one of the more difficult matchups. It's not a deck that you play against very often, but when it happens, it is super spicy. We have to stop that from crossing the river with our own Valkyrie. And then if you went it for a Graveyard, as you guys can see, what would happen there is the tower would be targeting all of the skeletons from the graveyard, so he wouldn't get as much damage. Very smart for this man to not pull the trigger on the graveyard. I felt like most ladder players would just graveyard regardless what happens in the game, but this guy is more cultured than the average bear. He's a smart sir. I can't say the same about the bowler. That bowler is really dumb. It did not hit a single one of the fire spirits. Now we can go for a barbell here. Definitely want to follow up with a freeze and then archers probably. If we're able to win the battle at the river pretty decisively, that would be awesome. Assuming that the musketeer also dies to simple skeletons, then we're vibing. Doesn't get any damage. And because the archers counter are out of cycle, then he's not going to be able to get back to that faster than we get back to ours. Ooh! He had a phenomenal counter to graveyard. Oh no, this is not what we like. So at least the guards are out of cycle. I can get back to my archers here. This is pretty decent. I can just archers, arrows are coming down soon, but not quick enough. We can finish that all off. The Valkyrie's going to be tanking. The Barbarrel is bad. I should have graveyarded another lane. So he's going to bowler into me. How do we make this work, guys? What is the strategy? I think we have to go for a graveyard right now with the Valkyrie counter pushing and then freeze depending on what he does. So the Valkyrie, it's got to lay down the smackdown. It has to do a lot of damage here. But he's going to zap. He's going to have arrows. This is really bad. This is bad news bears for me, guys. If I'm able to make this work, I'll be super stoked and happy, but can't promise anything here. So we're going to go in for our Valkyrie. We're going to have to follow up with the Barbarrel. He's going to go in for a Bats counter on top of us, too. All right, I see you. This is still a vibe because the Bats are going to die. We're still back in business. Now you go for a Furnace on the right-hand side so we can start to force that extra elixir. I think when you play against Bowler, you can't really go same lane unless it's single elixir and you get massive counter push and then graveyard freeze and then the skeletons surround the Bowler. That's really the only situation that I've seen it work. All right, so definitely want to go for one of these again. Have to follow up with this. Skeletons as well. And we're going to take a lot of damage, but we don't lose the game. We never lose the game off of it. The Fire Spirits are gradually chipping our way back into business. Can this work? Are Fire Spirits the actual win condition of our deck right now? In this type of matchup, I think that would have been the right play. So I'm going to go for a Valkyrie. I'm going to follow up with a Graveyard. I want to just get away with Skeletons in the other lane if possible. That would be the ideal circumstance. If we can just get a Skeletons down on top of that Musketeer, it's a vibe and a half. The Musketeer dies. Ooh, that was a really good zap. But he doesn't get damage from it. No way. Let's go Furnace. Let's go Valkyrie. You know you want to do it to him. Those Fire Spirits are doing so much work right now. I'm going to Barbarrel again. I'm going to follow up with another Graveyard. I think we can out-cycle him here. With the Fire Spirits consistently chipping away on top of the Musketeers and the Valkyries, I don't know if this guy has enough answers. I don't know. The Skeletons are going to start chipping away. You need to go in for guards too. This is all stuff that you are not dropping in the right-hand side. I mean, you're dropping in the right-hand side, but not the right side for you. So we're going to go in for a Barbarrel soon with those archers coming up clutch and a Barbarrel and a Mega Minion. Maybe we can get a Valkyrie down so we don't lose the game to this Bowler. This is definitely still a vibe. He's going to zap. He's going to overcommit. That's exactly what we needed. All right. So we're going to go in for a Graveyard. Ooh, he thought we were in a Graveyard immediately. All right. We'll do this. We'll go for Barbarrel here too. And we need to freeze. We need to freeze real fast. Oh my gosh, the Skeletons are swarming us, but the Graveyard freeze on the other side for us is coming down too. I'm just going to go for another Graveyard. We have to keep making it happen for the memes. We cannot stop. We cannot surrender. We cannot falter. Okay, Skeleton, just one hit. Just one hit, dude. Just one hit. Just one hit. All I need is one hit, little Larry. Don't do me like this. Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? We just need one hit. Just one hit. Just one hit. Oh my goodness. Just give me the hit. Let's go. Oh, that was so ridiculously scary. Oh, I have never been played with in that type of manner in my entire life. 2 seconds remaining. One hit away from losing. One hit away from winning with a freeze about to go on the tower. That was clutch, and it made me feel so good winning it at the end. So jumping right into this game, we already know that the Furnace is the best play all day, every day. And he's going to go for a Baby Dragon. So unfortunately, we don't have Mega Minion to provide us joy and protection in life. So we have to go in for the really scuffed defensive sequence of Archers plus Valkyrie. Also, one of the Archers died. That was not supposed to happen. Sometimes Archers get hurt in the filming of these interactions. And I'm sorry, guys. We want them to stay alive and strive for greatness, but sometimes they fall flat on their face. The Fire Spirit's going to jump on top of the Electro Dragon, and that's good. I mean, double elixir, when that happens, we're able to rattle off massive value with graveyards. In single elixir, it's all about defending, saucing out more furnaces, and passively accruing a prudent investor of your elixir. You gotta be the best positive elixir trade manager that you've ever seen. All those hedge funds, they're gonna start running to you and they're gonna be like, Jake, I want you to manage my elixir, after they see the investment that you get from the furnace.
Shut up and take my money.
Look at the value. It's just going to keep clapping the tower all day, every day. I think this might be a slight overcommitment. By slight overcommitment, I mean massive overcommitment. But we still make it happen for the memes. I would love to go in for a freeze here, but I think that would also be a bad decision. I'm just going to get the damage that I can get, and we'll see when he graveyards. He's definitely in the graveyard soon. I'll have to go for a Valkyrie, maybe even go for a freeze to clean everything else up. Are you not gonna go in for a graveyard? Are you not gonna go in for a golem? Are you serious? I'll take it. I like it. I appreciate it. He didn't do anything there. He's just letting it happen, and now he has to deal with archers and a Valkyrie counter pushing, getting more damage on the tower. We finally get a golem out of him. Okay, I'm vibing with it. So we'll show you guys the best defensive sequence with this deck. When you go for a Furnace and you're able to go and pull the golem, and then you go for a Mega Man on top of all their air cards, it feels so good. Watch this Electro Dragon just fall flat on its face so fast. Not going to give him any value. Not even able to hit our Furnace. And then he's going to go for Tornado because he's so sad. He's like, get me out of here, Jake. I hate that card. Even when you Tornado, I still think that you're not getting enough value here, dude. Because the Electro Dragon, it's going to die to the tower. The tower retargets on it. It's gone. We don't have to worry about it any longer. Whenever you play against Golem decks or Elixir Golem decks, with this deck in particular, it's pretty much an automatic victory. I'm able to go in for a Bard Barrel and a Graveyard on the other side because now he has to respond there. We can go for a Freeze to finish off the Bomber and also get the Bard Barrel Archer on the tower. Force out more Elixir. He has to Fireball now. That's the most lucrative value that you can get from a Freeze, is when you bait out a Fireball in utter desperation because he has to finish off the Skeletons and he doesn't have any other small spell. So now, with 29 seconds remaining, I'm going to say that that Golem doesn't even cross the river, guys. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. We just need to keep spamming him really aggressively with a Freeze. He's going to be so angry because look at all the Skeletons. I'm going to get those archers on the tower too, and you are going to be an exceptionally sad panda. You know what? Let's go and pull back your Golem. I said that you wouldn't cross the river, Golem, and I'm going to stay true to my word. You shall not pass. This is Sparta. And we kick him into the abyss. He didn't cross it, guys. Let's go. He is such a sad panda. And that's why we love this deck. You're able to pull out the massive memes and make anything that you want possible. So we're going to sauce out a good luck, and we are definitely going for a Furnace right out of the gate. So this guy's going to go and drop a Skeleton Barrel and swerve us like an absolute savage. Unfortunately for us, we have to drop so much extra Elixir to deal with that, but the Fire Spirits on the other side, they're going to more than make up for it. We've got a lot of damage there. We are up in the damage lead, and we have figured that he's probably going to have a double spawner deck because we see Fly Machine, we see Spear Goblin Hut. It just makes sense for this man to run double spawner. So I'm going to Valkyrie to counteract the rest of the Fly Machine, and this is good stuff. The tower's going to be able to finish it off. I could maybe justify going in for a Graveyard here. I don't love doing this in single Elixir, but when I feel like I'm playing against double spawner, I got to take every single opportunity that I can to get damage. We're going to go in for the Freeze. The Valkyrie's going to stay alive at 0 HP, and the Skeletons are swarming this man like a madman. He is not having a good day, and we are coming out to play with the Graveyard Freeze. That's why I love this deck so much. The counter push potential and the ability to just 100 to 0 the tower is unstoppable. It's crazy because that's just not very possible with other decks unless it's like Elixir Golem. And if you're running Elixir Golem, the defenses with that, it's just terrible. So you want to run a fast cycle deck that's adaptable like ours that also has the destructive firepower of Elixir Golem or Golem Clone. And that's why I love it. So as you guys can see, if we're playing against Bowler, it's generally not good to go in the same lane all day, every day. We learned that already. But I just want to finish off the Spear Goblins. If I'm able to do that, it's 100% a vibe. All right, great stuff. So we'll also show you why we love Mega Minion so much. It's able to destroy the Fly Machines or whatever he drops at the river to eliminate our Furnace. If we keep the Furnace alive a little bit longer, or we get value from the Mega Minion, generally we'll be able to get better plays later on. Is he going to Graveyard, or is he just going to go Bowler Spear Goblins at the river? Is that really the strategy right now? We have come to 2021 for the technology of dropping Bowler at the river with Spear Goblins. This guy is a certified savage that I have not seen the likes of before. Hopefully, we don't get to pull that back. I was really hoping and praying that we would be able to go and pull the Knight back. Not going to happen here. We can go in for Skeletons just to minimize the amount of damage that we get. And I think that we have to start rattling off Graveyards if we want to be able to win this game. We do have a Mega Minion counter pushing, so this might be the opportunity that we were looking for. I'm going to go for Archers as well. If we're able to pop off, I don't even think I need to do anything else. I think if I conserve the amount of Elixir that I have, we get a better defense anyway. So we're going for a Bard Barrel here. We should be able to shut this down with a Mega Minion and a Freeze. That's always a very solid thing. I love doing that. It makes me a happy camper. So we're going to go for Mega Minion Freeze. Oh my goodness, look at the skill horde. Did anyone else expect that? I definitely did not. We're going to go for Archers, and I need to wait for that to pop so that I can hit everything at once. Please let me survive. Please let me thrive. Don't let me die to the dirty spammer. Don't let me do it. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Freeze is incredibly clutch on defense. No matter what cards your opponent has, generally digs you out of a pretty bad hole. So I don't like the Spear Goblins, though. He's just going to boulder and minion horde me again. So I have to get ready for that. I'm going to Archers in the back. I definitely want to go in for a Bar Build to finish off all of the Bowler and Spear Goblins that are coming through. And this is looking okay. We can Skeletons off to the side. Might actually need to go in for a Furnace. And that's a vibe, because if we get a Valkyrie down, we're able to keep the Archers alive. And that means that his Flying Machine isn't able to kill everything. Okay, so we're winning right now. It's been an uphill battle, and it's been a little bit scary. But this is what this deck is capable of doing. So I just need to win the battle one more time at the river, and I think I win the game. I don't know if he's going to all-in me here or not. I think he has to go for like a minion horde again. Seriously? You're not going to do it? All right, we'll just go for Furnace. We should be able to shut this down with now a Valkyrie, and I believe that we win the game off this. The Valkyrie's going to be able to give us counter push. If it doesn't just straight up die, Valkyrie, you have so much to live for. Don't die right now, okay? Good job. Now we can go for our graveyard, solidify a defensive sequence with Archers on defense, so then he's not able to go in for like a Skeleton Barrel into us. We get the counter push, we get the Skeleton swarming him, and we get the W. TG, well played and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. Like and subscribe and have a stupendous rest of your day.